Online gaming companies are staring at an existential contest that is due to begin in the Supreme Court. Facing a huge GST bill, a slew of online gaming companies and gaming federations are before the highest court of the country. The Supreme Court is scheduled to hear tomorrow a batch of applications of these online gaming companies that are contesting GST show cause notices running into lakhs of crores. So what is at stake? Well, the DGGI has so far raised the tax demand of 1.12 lakh crore rupees against a total of 71 companies. The companies fear that with the penalty clause, this tax bill could soar to 2.3 lakh crore rupees. Clearly, the companies are a worried lot. So where did it all begin? Well, at the heart of the issue are amendments introduced to the CGST Act in August of 2023. This amendment did two things. Number one, it clubbed the tax treatment of online gaming companies with those involved in betting or gambling. This was a notable shift in stance, as under the pre-GST regime, games of skill were treated differently from gambling. Number two, the amendment provided for 28% GST on the full face value of the entry amount or the deposit amount. Important point to note here, this amendment was due to become effective from October 1st, 2023. The industry decided to comply, and interestingly, post-October 2023, the GST receipts from the industry grew by 5 times and is expected to go up to 15,000 crores in a year. But this is where another crucial question lies. Is this amendment being applied retrospectively? Is this a retro tax? The industry is seeking clarity if the amendment is being applied prospectively from October 2023 or being applied retrospectively for the period prior to October 2023. The fears stem from GST notices sent to these gaming companies. The notices sent are seen applying this amendment even to the period before October of 2023. Now, here the industry claims that the retro tax is retrograde. The industry claims that it will severely hurt the investor sentiment. The companies claim that the tax demand is very often more than even the net worth of the companies involved, and that the industry believes that this could potentially lead to bankruptcies and shutdowns of companies, and that in the longer run, this could also impact the government's GST receipts themselves. So how is the legal challenge shaping up? Well, in May of 2023, Karnataka High Court had quashed a 21,000 crore rupee tax notice to Gamescraft. And importantly, the High Court had clarified that only rummy can't be taxed like betting or gambling, and is in a setback to the industry. The Supreme Court had stayed that Karnataka High Court order in September of 2023. Since then, the Supreme Court has transferred to itself a slew of petitions filed by gaming companies contesting similar notices. But even as the Supreme Court decides on the legality of these tax notices, there's still a large issue at play here. The industry is arguing that the high rates and treatment on being at par with gambling companies is unsustainable, and that the industry is hoping for light at the end of the tunnel in the form of the GST Council clarifying on retro tax demand in the near term, and in the longer term, a review of the decision to levy GST on the full face value.
Hey, thank you for watching this on CNBC TV18. Hope you liked it. For more such interesting news and updates, follow CNBC TV18 on all the social media platforms.